In life, my luck hasn't been so great. In Genshin, after 2 years of playing, I think I only won 2 50-50s, and for you non-Genshin players, that's like having the option to either get Lost Fruit or Treble's Fruit, and landing on Treble's Fruit most of the time. So yeah, after all of this, I'm luckily one of the few people who has never, and I mean never, watched the horrifying medium known as an anime live action. After being an anime fan for years, I've never once touched anime live action because, well, what is this? Even the BFG had better CGI. This isn't the Colossal Titan, this is the colossal waste of money. This isn't a Shinigami, this is a freaking Alive Agami, and this isn't Light Yagami. Yeah, it's not. He's Light Turner. Regardless, anime live actions have a notoriously horrible track record. They're like the smoker of the entertainment world. Attempt after attempt has ended in failure, and the only thing that rivals the disappointment live actions have bestowed upon us is me. So anyways, live action anime. Listen. One Piece is the only anime, and I mean the only anime live action I would watch. And there's a teaser for it. I like teases. That didn't come out quite right. Alright, listen, this is why I don't go off script. Well, here are my thoughts. First, let's just get all the things I absolutely love out of the way. The cast is just perfect, like actually just perfection. Ever since the first reveal of the cast, I've absolutely adored each and every single one of them. I love seeing how each and every one of them likes One Piece and understands the responsibility on their shoulder. And after watching the trailer, that hasn't changed one bit. Inaki is perfect as Luffy, and I love how he has the energetic voice of a young Luffy who loves adventure. And just his entirety is perfect for Luffy. Like, he just gives off the same vibes. I can't explain it better than that, I'm sorry. Sanji and Usopp in particular, I also love, especially the fact that they didn't add the curly eyebrows and long nose. I know some people were disappointed that the key features of these characters were left out, but honestly, I don't think it would have worked in the live action medium. I mean, maybe the curly eyebrows could have worked, but the long nose definitely wouldn't translate well into live action. I mean, look at this. This is from the live action Pinocchio, and other than me not even knowing that there was a live action Pinocchio, it looks pretty off. I just don't think we can pull off the long nose trope yet, and I'm glad they didn't add it because it looks more natural and real this way. And yes, One Piece is goofy in the anime, but that sort of goofiness doesn't translate well into live action, so I think taking a more serious approach is better. Overall though, I love his design, and I do think Usopp is actually literally just perfect. Nami I absolutely adore, and finally, the man that matters most, Zoro. He's so badass. Holy dude, look, he's so, Future me here. What the fuck was that? Fanboying aside, I genuinely love all the Straw Hats designs, and even some of the villains we got to see I love. I love Buggy's design because it gives off the right mixture of goofiness and what the fuck, which I think is the only way a live action Buggy could work. Speaking of live action Buggy though, I'm super curious to see how they will animate his Devil Fruit because I feel like that will be a massive challenge, like his body literally splits. Regardless, I want to take a moment to talk about the setting and the ships because holy, they are gorgeous. I love the ships, and from the few that we got to see in the trailer, they all look absolutely amazing. The Going Merry looks so good, and I'm really glad they decided to build some of the sets like the ships because I absolutely adore them. The Going Merry and the Baratier just look absolutely chef's kiss. The CGI in the background also looks amazing, especially in this golden hour type lighting. I just love it all so much. Also, I want to touch up on the dialogue because I actually like it. It's super nostalgic of the bannering we had in the beginning of the show, and I really enjoyed that part. A lot of One Piece humor isn't translatable into live action, especially not to an English live action, so I was super scared about how they'd handle the humor, and so far, it isn't that bad. Oh yeah, and finally, can we please talk about Zoro's choreography? Holy shit, I love how he fights. Moving on now though, let's talk about some things I'm apprehensive about. Starting off with something I've heard a lot of people talk about, but the outfits just look too clean. The world of One Piece is rough and dirty, and throughout One Piece, characters' outfits have been roughed up. I think the Zoro scene in particular is really concerning because this is Zoro in the anime, and this is him in the live action. I think it's important to remember that he's been out here for a month starving, but he looks really clean. I just hope by the time the finished product rolls out, they get dirtied up. I don't know if they can add it in the post effects, but I do think it'd be a nice touch, especially since a lot of people have talked about it looking like cosplay, so this would be an easy fix. Moving on though, let's talk about CGI, which, yes, I know everyone's been talking about it, but I don't mind it. I know some people absolutely hate it, but I actually don't mind it at all. It looks a bit funny, yes, but I actually love seeing how they're trying to bring the Gum Gum powers alive. Listen, One Piece is quite possibly one of the goofiest mangas alive, and this live action is trying to tackle it, so honestly, I'm fine if a few things look a bit weird. However, I do think it's concerning that this is how it looks even at night when a lot of the mistakes are covered up, but honestly, it's better than what I expected. Yeah, my expectations were low. Overall though, I genuinely believe this is the last chance for any anime live action to work. The budget is higher than it's ever been and the potential audience is larger than it's ever been. One Piece is, at the end of the day, the top selling manga, so this live action already has the head start of a big ass audience. The only problem is that I don't think many One Piece fans are going to like it. I feel like a lot of us have a set in stone view of what One Piece is, and so minute changes feel weird. Like, personally speaking, the Gum Gum Punch thing was a bit jarring for me, but honestly, if this live action can get us to push past our original views of what One Piece is and accept something different, I think it would do amazing. The only way they can adapt One Piece into live action anyways is by having a ton of changes to actually suit the real world. So if anything, I will try to go into this with the most open mind as possible. And yes, I'll make a follow-up review when it all comes out so I can tell you how I actually felt about it. Overall though, that's it for me. Thank you.